Okay, Rach, are you ready to go?
Yes.
What are we doing?
I don't know. I thought you knew.
Phil, aren't you supposed to be running the show? Which guest have we got?
Don't make me the boss of stuff.
You're the boss of stuff.
Let's wing it.
And go.
Hi, welcome to the This Is My Voice podcast.
The podcast where we discuss all things voice performance and talk to some of the industry's best and brightest talent.
We're your hosts, Rachel Salas.
And Eddie Bye.
Previously, This Is My Voice podcast.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to add some dramatic flair.
Oh, I love it. It's great. It's brilliant. Well, it's just you and me. We don't have a guest. And this time it's not because we booked the wrong person or the studio's not working.
Me booked the wrong person.
It's a big welcome back to us for season 2, which is an absolute miracle, I feel, because I thought this thing would have died in the arse, halfway through season 1. But it's a testament to you, Rachel Salas, for holding it together. And I'm massively appreciative of that. So thank you.
Oh, shucks. I think I'll keep you around.
We learned a lot in the last season, didn't we, I think? What do you think you've learned about last season?
Well, for myself in particular, it's my presenting style. I'm not the most confident presenter, but every time I do it, it's diving into the deep end. It's really good because I think it's helping me. I learn something different about my capabilities every time I'm behind the mic. And I'm learning a lot from you, though, you being a director, though you obviously know your stuff. It's quite intimidating to some degree where I'm just like, oh gosh. But yeah, you have fun with it as well. And you're a bit nervous about going into the whole pop culture side of things where I'm just like, yeah, I got you, bro. I got this.
Yeah, it's great. And I don't know whether our audience picks up on that, but I can talk for hours about the technical stuff and the voicey stuff. But when you go, can you do a character from Star Wars? I've got to be honest. I can't. I just can't. You know what I mean? I watched Star Wars when I was a kid, and so it's not a part of my DNA, which is definitely a part of yours, which is so good. And I think that balance is really nice.
We don't do podcasts because we're going to be miserable, and you don't listen to podcasts because you're going to be miserable.
There's probably some out there that do make you miserable.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, some of those true crimes.
Oh, yeah. I know. Well, we'll move on to that later. In season 3, we'll just move into true crime like every other podcast.
Exactly. We've got to go where the money goes.
Yeah, that's it. Well, what are your highlights from last season?
Oh, wow. Some of the guests have just been so spectacular. I was thinking, okay, we're going to just reach out to a boatload of people and whoever says yes, we'll take.
Yeah.
And some of them I'm like, snowball's chance in absolute hell that we're going to get this person. And they responded to us and we're just like, all right, this is happening.
I know. Well, you send me these wild texts about 8 in a row, and I'm like, okay, something's happened here.
Yes.
And I'm like, holy shit, we've got Billy West lined up,
Yes.
And I'm like, wow, okay, all right. And even, you got to say, you get a bit nervous. You've got a fair bit of energy bundling around inside you there. But even, when someone like Billy West comes along, I get nervous because he is just stratospherically better than me and stratospherically more successful than me. And I'm like, I'm not worthy,
That was the first episode, by the way. So just please be kind with my presenting abilities there because, we didn't know what to expect with the first episode and it just kind of came organically. And
well, what about Keith Scott?
Keith Scott. Oh, wow. He was just an absolute gem. Though I learnt so much from this man and I didn't realise so much with the history of voice acting. It was just so fascinating and I could fully geek out and I just learnt so much from him. He's just brilliant and he's like a big kid. I think he's in his 70s and he's just like a puppy dog. He's so playful with how he does his voices and you can tell how much he enjoys it. He's just so thrilled to be doing this and there's something really satisfying from seeing people enjoy what they do. And
100%.
I'm sure you can hear it where in his voice, the tone, he's just so pleased to be doing this. And we were just so grateful that we got him.
Yeah, well, and he's one of the artists that I have booked and worked with and directed, and so that was kind of a bit of a brain explosion for me because to be honest, I didn't realise his plethora of work that he's done. And, you know, when I've booked him for a job, I'm like, do it again. No, not good enough, do it again. And I felt like, I listened, I thought back to the way, you know, I directed him. I thought I probably should have shown him a bit more respect in the studio because I was like, no, I reckon a bit more like this, more like that. And he's as the consummate professional that he is, he just gave it to me as I wanted. But there you go. So it's one of those like full circle kind of moments to go. He had an opportunity to really demonstrate just his breadth of work over his, you know, career, which is, you know, probably 2, 3, 4 decades maybe, you know. He's been doing it for a very long time. And Ben Whitehead, you were telling me about Ben Whitehead had a huge amount of views on YouTube?
Yes, like I was like, whoa, okay, this is pretty bloody awesome. So Ben Whitehead, organising an interview with him took about a year. So, because they had at the end of the year, obviously, the Wallace and Gromit movie, which I was just like, oh my God, this is so exciting. I'm like, he's on the list of we have to get him. Though, and I will be as patient as possible. Like we have to get him. I cannot express how much like he is necessary for this season. And thank God they had a movie where they could promote him through the BBC. They were really lovely to us. Really grateful that they were able to give us such a long interview with him, and he was able to give us all these golden little nuggets about the film before it had even come out.
That's right.
I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. And it was just crazy. Like at that time, I don't think it fully sunk in until afterwards. And then we got a bit of feedback and all that. Like for you, the audience at home, like just a bit behind the scenes here. Like I was 8 weeks postpartum, though things were mental. And I only found out a couple of weeks beforehand that this is happening. So it was like organising all this information and behind the scenes stuff. I was just like, okay.
Yeah. And it was such a tight turnaround because I think the publicist was like, he'll do the interview, but it has to come out, you know, the day that it gets released, you know, the film gets released. And I think we did the interview about 2 days before the film got released. So it was kind of like, it was about a week or something because it was so fast.
It came out like in different areas of the world prior to
Australia.
the Netflix. Yeah. We were the 3rd of January. So we had a little bit of it.
Oh, did we?
Inside.
Oh, gosh, such a blur. Sorry.
No, that's all right. Like, it was a mental time back then.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I think I was just, like, shell-shocked. Like, where I'm just like, oh, my God. Like, you've gone from screaming baby at home to, okay, I need to get out of the house and do something awesome, for myself and be Rachel and not mum. Yeah. And it's just like, oh my God, I'm a professional presenter on a podcast channel and this is happening. And you're just like, you feel a little bit of, what's the word? Imposter syndrome.
Oh, bollocks. You know what you're doing.
I'm psyching myself out.
Yeah, I think you are.
But I think I'm quite a humble person, though. But I know you were supposed to be promoting everything, and it's just like, I'm thinking, how lucky am I to get to work with you and all these impressive guests, Like, I mean, you yourself have had such an amazing track record in the radio industry and doing advertisements, and it's just breathtaking where I'm just like, holy moly, like, this is my wingman with all this. How lucky am I?
Oh, you're very lucky. Well, so am I. And I think that's where, we look back on what happened in that last season. I think we were able to kind of figure out who we are in the podcast and how we sort of operate. As you said, I think, Billy West was a bit kind of like, we were both kind of like, we've never done this before. This is all brand new. And I think by the end of the season, I think we're both settled in. And I think, one thing that I've definitely observed with you is your nervous energy, which is a wonderful thing and something that, should never be, looked at in a bad light because it's magic that a lot of people just don't have.
Oh, phew.
But I think what you've been able to do is really channel it in this year, as in this season, as time has gone on, episode by episode. And that's been really fantastic to watch. And obviously, I think outside of that, the strengths in terms of you getting these interviews and all that sort of stuff and rolling up here and I'm like, who are we talking to today? You know, I'm just like the happy idiot. So I'm very, very grateful. And I think, you know, we have taken a lot away from last season and hopefully we can sort of implement some new and exciting things into season 2. What are we going to do in season 2? What's the headline?
Well, our last episode was Jim Cummings.
Jim Cummings.
Thank you, Supernova, for helping us get that. Though that was just amazing. So we're very, very grateful to have him on the show. So
yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. What's going to be different about this season?
This season is going to be a lot different.
Okay.
So by all means, we're not taking away all the little pop culture nuggets. So, no, that is going to be firmly in place.
Yes.
So, we are going to be doing things a little bit more differently by asking, and I've done a bit of market research here behind the scenes and asked some of our previous guests, what do you want to learn? And some of the things they were telling me has actually shaped the season. So they wanted to learn about accents, like J. Anthony Frankie from, again, Supernova Special a couple of episodes ago. He wanted to know about accents. So we're like, yep, we're going to get someone that does accents on here. So we've been very lucky to get someone very lovely to do that.
Yep.
Because that's such a broad aspect of the voiceover industry is doing accent work.
And it's something that I absolutely can't do, so I can't wait for that.
Oh, I'm terrible, Flo. I'm terrible.
You're better than me. I'll give you the hot tip.
So hopefully if they can help us in any way, though, that's a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
And we've got a vocal coach. So I found breathing's a big thing for me when I'm doing auditions and practicing my demos. So I'm going to share with you guys. So please be gentle, because this is quite nerve-wracking for me.
You're going to get double teamed by 2 vocal coaches right here on the couch. It's going to be the funnest episode ever.
It's like one of those videos where you have the wax strips on someone's leg and just watching them squirm.
It is going to be.
No, it's going to be a lot more fun than that. But yeah, so hopefully we get a lot of knowledge out of that. That's going to be a really great experience. We learn a bit about audiobook making.
Yeah. This is, am I allowed to say the name? I won't say the name.
Yeah,
I'll keep it a secret.
Yes. We learn about AVA. What's AVA and what does
AVA stand for?
Australian Association for Voice Artists.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I'm a member.
Yeah.
Are you a member?
I should be.
Do you know, it's actually only $100 a year.
Yeah.
And they stick up for us voice artists.
Yes.
So we were talking to the president of AVA and he'll take us through trends that are happening in the industry at the moment and all the opportunities that are await, our budding voiceover artists, along with, a bit of a chat about, threats like AI and all that sort of stuff.
Friend
as well.
or foe.
Yeah, friend or foe. So yeah, there's a lot going on in that space. So that's a really good episode. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, and also his fabulous career as well.
I know, and I use this person quite a lot as well, and I push him around, and he responds very well. But we have a lot of fun in the studio.
Yeah, we have a couple more pop culture icons coming through.
Yeah.
So I can't really say too much.
No, including a megastar.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're a voiceover artist out there and want to have a chat with us, please come aboard. And if you're a listener that wants to know about a particular area of voice performance, hit us up. We want to engage with you. We want to create a lovely little community where we can all talk about all sorts of things voiceover artistry.
And, along with all of that good stuff, there'll always be the awkward interaction between Rachel and myself. Yes. And so hopefully you like the way we engage and communicate together and with our guests. But
the more awkward, the better, because it seems more authentic. So that's good. It's not staged or anything by all means.
Can you tell it's not staged?
Yeah.
I think people can tell that it's not staged.
It's so polished.
There you go.
Well, thanks for chatting with me today.
Oh, my pleasure, Rach. Always.
Yay! We're very much rambling, though, so we better cut this up and stay tuned.
Tooned?
We've got to make it cringy and fun.
Yeah, that's what people will say. Cringy and fun.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for listening to This Is My Voice, the podcast about all things voice performance with the world's best voice artists. If you like what you heard, feel free to leave a review and don't forget to subscribe. This episode has been brought to you by the Australian Radio School and delivered to your ears by the Ozcast Network.